and good morning. This is Roland Walker from First Advance, and this morning we are going to chat about a quick loan on your property. So the first criteria that are vitally important, we can't really do it without, is you need to own your property. It cannot be financed. It has to be owned by you or a company or a trust. So some kind of legal entity where you are the ultimate owner of the property. So you can be a director of a company that's owns a property, or you can own the property in your own name, but you also own a company that you are a director of that makes money and that has a financial future. We need to make sure of that. We need to make sure that you actually have the ability to repay our loans. Firstly, because otherwise we will not be able to function, and the other reason is that legally, as a responsible lender, we have to make sure that you actually have the ability to repay the loan. Otherwise, that's called reckless lending, and that's something we don't do. So that is your first criteria. The second criteria is you would then apply through our website, through our WhatsApp. You would be given a list of various things that need to be assessed by us. So documents, so title deed, pictures of the house inside and out, the company, the entity that owns the property, bank statements, very important, and obviously the identification documents. So those are the basic things that we would need. We would have a look at that. We would see if you meet our criteria. Our loans typically start at 50,000 Rand and go up to, we've done 3-4 million Rand deals, but that's very rare, because that comes with a whole lot of risk. So bear in mind that we do register a bond over your property, and we do make sure, just the same as a bank, and that gives us the peace of mind and the security that if you do default, that we are able to do the correct legal channels and to sell your property on an auction if the need may arise. Obviously, that's not what we want. We are not in the property game of making money. All we are is in the game of the financial game of lending money. And that's all we want. We want to be paid, and we want to be settled, and we want to put our money back into our book. And that means more loans. So when we do business with you, we ask you to make sure that you know what you're doing. These are expensive loans. Once again, between 5 and 10% per month. That's 60% per annum, sometimes even 80% per annum. We do charge depending on the risk, and trust me, there is a lot of risk involved. And all we want you to do is to make sure that the money that you loan from us, if you do loan money, is going to make a difference to your financial future. And if you can't warrant it, don't do the loan, because these loans can catch up with you quickly, and before you know it, you're in arrears, and before you know it, you cannot pay us back. And that's when we have trouble with our clients, because the legal process then takes place, and there are costs involved, and your payments every month keep tallying up. And at the end of the day, you have a situation where there's not much money left when we do sell the property to give back to you, because we've had to take all of it. And that's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for are clients that pay us every month and that have an end game where they can actually settle. And we do look for that, but ultimately we can't tell you what to do, and we can't force you to pay us every month. We just know, and through experience we've seen, that if you don't pay and you start to get an arrears amount, it becomes difficult with a high interest loan to service it and to get back up to speed and to eventually settle. Because these kind of loans, they are for a year period, they're not for longer. We are happy to renew depending, and as we grow with our clients, we do give them better rates, and we do give them more money because we know who we're dealing with. But we are very conservative at the start with how we deal with our loans. So think about it, take it very seriously. This is not a joke to loan from us or from anyone actually. But just realize that the time value of money allows us to help you very quickly, but there's a cost to that. Right, thanks very much. Cheers.